All right, many city employees are demanding the mayor rethink his plan to get back to work. Thousands of people are expected to be back in the office this morning, and this news comes as state leaders call for city subways to resume 24/7 service. Fox 5's Kayla Mamlak is live outside of City Hall subway stop in Lower Manhattan with more details on this. Kayla, good morning.
Bianca, good morning to you. And yeah, the city says it spent more than $200 million on making offices safe. Workers will be socially distanced and masks will be required for everyone while inside. Still, many say this morning's return to work feels a lot more like a drag back into work.
The pandemic has been riddled with mistakes, with political dynamics that put profit over people. We can't continue doing this.
State Senator Jessica Ramos joining dozens of New York City workers over the weekend to protest what they call a premature effort to get people back in the office.
As we start our transition back to quote-unquote normal, the new normal needs to be redesigned with workers' voices first.
Roughly 80,000 municipal employees are required to physically work from their desks today for the first time in about a year. Mayor Blasio made the call last month, and since then, COVID numbers have continued to trend in the right direction. Still, some say archaic city offices make working there unsafe and unnecessary.
The city could have at least tried to work with parents, offering reasonable accommodations to switch in-person days, or better yet, waited 6 weeks until the school year ends.
City workers have been working from home and have been doing so since pretty much the same time we all have been working from home back in last March. So remote work does work.
But remote work thriving post-pandemic in many ways poses a threat to New York's economy as a whole. And the mayor has said he hopes the return of city employees will push the private sector to do the same.
Very important to note that 80% of the workforce is right now at their jobs and has been through the height of the pandemic. We've got to do the work to bring the city back.
As the city aims for a full reopening on July 1st, there are also new calls to bring back 24-hour subway service.
Newsflash, this is New York City. People work at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That's how we are.
People also travel to bars at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and starting today, bar seating will be allowed. That's something that hasn't been allowed since the start of the pandemic. And on Friday, indoor dining capacity here in the city can expand to 75% capacity. That's something the rest of New York State has been allowed to do for some time now. For now, we're live here outside City Hall. Bianca, I'll send it back inside to you.
Kayla Mamlak, Kayla, thank you so much for that.